It's no secret that cinematic mode is a cool feature. What if I told you it wasn't just available on the iPhone 13 series and any iOS device can do it? So that means your iPad Air 2, that means your iPad 9th generation, that means your iPhone SE first generation, 5S, even your iPhone 11 Pro, 12 series can do it. So don't upgrade for just a single feature if that's what you're going to do. Here's how you can use cinematic mode on an older iOS device. Let's get into it. First of all, I have to preface this by saying this is an external app. Do not download this app if you don't want to. Obviously, you're going to download this app after watching this video. Here's the thing. This app, it's a paid premium app. You know, you pay a subscription every year, although you don't need to pay for the subscription to use this feature, which I like. And that's why I use this app. Go down to the bottom right and click the option that says auto. You're going to switch it to portrait. And then in the top left, you can play around with your frame rates and resolutions and your bitrate settings. I have mine set to 62 megabytes a second and 24 frames a second, 1080p, highest it'll go. So essentially, you're getting a feature that isn't available on the 13 series. You know, the fact that you can change your frame rates with cinematic mode. I like that. Now you're gonna, with this ProTake app, you can change your aperture f-stop. So my default is f4.5 and I like that aperture because it just gives me a well-rounded experience. Not too blurry, you know, when you're trying to do things, but it's not obnoxious if you don't have a phone with LiDAR. Because if you don't have a phone with LiDAR, this is the caveat, it won't cut out everything as well. Here's the thing though, this app works on finding a basis of a face. So if you have a face in the frame, it'll be great. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit. Next, what you're going to need to know about this app is, apart from it only working on faces, you can't actually change the focus after the fact. So if you want to do focus on a face, you can only do it on one face or two faces or whatever it is, but you can't do it after the fact. So what you film is what you get. There's no changing that. And yeah, it can be a bit inconvenient, but when you're just doing, you know, shots like this, A-roll or anything like that, interviews, it's great. However, when you vlog, it's a bit different. This is what it looks like when you vlog with it. And this is a test for if you're vlogging. Obviously now I'm moving around a bit more, the camera's moving around, I'm moving around, and you can see the bokeh is a bit more because, you know, I'm close to the camera. When I'm doing a sit down shot, you might want to change the aperture a bit so that, you know, does blur out the background a bit more. Overall though, I'm really satisfied with how this looks for vlogging. I mean, it looks like I'm using a DSLR, a 7S3 or one of those. It does the job for vlogging because, let's be real, not everyone has the money to shell out for a DSLR. So it's a nice alternative if you're not willing to shell out the money for a more expensive phone or that kind of thing. Yeah, you can tell it's quite crap, although it does work for certain things and it does the job essentially, which it's your thing. Fantastic. I will say, that might not be for everyone. The interface can be a bit confusing, although you don't need to pay to use it, which is nice. There's also a few little nifty features like zebras and focus peaking and that kind of thing if you're interested in that. I will say as well, when you're using this app, you can change the stabilization. So if you want to change the stabilization while you're doing this, you can. But overall, the cinematic mode is pretty good. You know, if you just want a cool nifty thing to get working on your older iPhone. I'm using it on an iPhone 11 Pro at the moment. Of course you can do it in 2x and 1x. There's no portrait mode, cinematic mode, which is annoying, but we'll get through it. And yeah, it's just a cool way to get rid of that non-shallow depth of field background and give you a more professional look with an older iPhone, so you don't have to go out and buy a new iPhone specifically for that feature. And with that, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers this year. You could be the one to make that possible. And we'll catch you next one. Goodbye.